because there will be major shortages in silver. There are already, but in the end, you're not going to get hold of the silver. I think we are at the end of a major economic cycle. Whether it's just a 300-year cycle or whether it's a 2,000-year cycle, we won't know until afterwards. Nevertheless, this is the end where you'd find speculative investments into, I wouldn't call it investment, speculation into all assets that move. And if the market can get it moving with momentum, as we've seen here, then, you know, they just keep on buying. And of course, one day it will end in tears, just like GameStop did. You know, all of these guys, they were sitting on millions, tens of millions, or even more, these small traders. And then if they didn't take profit at the top, which very few did, it all crashed again. And that's what we're going to see with all markets. So therefore, I advise investors, if you want to speculate, do that with a minuscule amount of your assets. And for the rest, invest in safe assets, including, of course, gold and silver, which is, in our view, the safest form of wealth preservation there is. We are long-term investors in precious metals for wealth preservation purposes. We've been into this market now for 20 years. And we and our clients or investors, we have never sold, we just bought. And this is just a short-term speculation in the paper market, because there isn't, you know, there's very little silver available. There's shortage of stock everywhere. And I think you might show that later, but the silver fetches enormous premiums. And so this is what you see what happens in the paper market. That's nothing to do with serious silver investing. And therefore, you know, the silver is going to, regardless of these short-term speculative moves, because of the fundamental situation in the world, the precious metals, including silver, is going to go up dramatically, regardless of these short-term speculations. And you know, I've said it and I say it again. I mean, we've seen $50 twice, 2011 and 1980, and of course, 1980. I mean, that if you revalue that on with inflation, with real inflation, the 1980 price of $50 is going to be $800-900 today. And you know, that's not a forecast by me, but that's just a simple translation of the silver price in 1980 compared with inflation to today. So you know, much higher prices are going to happen, and of course the $50 will be taken out, and that we don't need any speculative frenzy. You know, I always say the central banks are our best friends here. They will continue to destroy the currencies and print money, and that will benefit the precious metals. And since there's such a shortage of silver, and since silver is used in so many different industrial processes, especially if you project the demand for solar panels into the future, you know, there is not going to be enough silver for that. So therefore, you know, it's inevitable. It will go up, and I never worry about the short term. People should buy when it's low. When price comes down, that's when you should buy. Don't buy when the price goes up. That's the wrong time. Buy low and sell high, but don't sell for many years. That's my advice. But now, you know, silver is dirt cheap today, dirt cheap, and you know, investors should continue to accumulate if they have money. What we're saying is that, yeah, this is again a small retail market, and it shows you there are shortages, major shortages in that market. Now we can still buy silver at, you know, at premiums which are a fraction of these. But you know, obviously we buy the big bars, the 1,000-ounce bars for investment purposes for our clients, and we can still get that at good prices. So you know, so that's the way to buy silver, because interestingly, you know, this is the bars, the big bars are really, the price for that is set in the paper market, which is crazy. Because that's the institutional size investment bars, the 1,000-ounce bar. So therefore, you can still get silver there for only a few percent premium, and that size, whilst you have to pay 50% in the market where, you know, actually you get the coin. So people can still buy silver if they are, you know, bigger investors at good prices, and it's absolutely right to take advantage of that, because there will be major shortages in silver. There are already, but in the end, you're not going to get hold of the silver shorts. when people ask for physical delivery, then it's going to be serious. That's going to happen one day. Then you're going to see silver really go up. You know, silver is an incredible opportunity. I mean, I said in a recent article, it's the investment of a decade.
Yes, I think so.
And I think it is. But investors have to be aware that silver is a lot more volatile than gold. So for wealth preservation purposes, don't, in my view is, or our view is, that don't go all in on silver. You know, hold a good percentage of your financial assets in silver, but you know, we think that people should hold more gold because it's a safer and less volatile.
Imagine he would say this about gold or silver, but one possibility is also he had to draw the attention, therefore the headline of my interview today, he had to draw the attention to Bitcoin to avoid too much inflow into the precious metals. That might be a reason. Okay, it's only, we can suspect this only and we will not find it out, but a possibility, a serious possibility. And here you see the premium for US Eagles and it really spiked. So there is at least a short-term shortage in silver coins. But if you have a look at the market, it's such a tiny market, and at least I think that the Sprott ETF and the ZKB and others, they are really physical buying. So the SLV, I do not trust them very much, but there's really physical silver taken out of the market.
That gambled with GameStop and made it go up, you know, dramatically for a limited period before it crashed again. You know, just like they have no chance of taking on central banks, the BIS in Basel, the central bank of all central banks, and the bullion banks, because that market is so much bigger. Elon Musk will have zero influence on the gold market or the silver market, I promise you. Maybe half a day, or half a minute, or an hour or so. But you know, that market is so much bigger, and there's so much more resistance there from big powers. So Elon Musk, whatever he says, is not, in my view, going to have any lasting influence on gold or silver. But you know, we think that people should hold more gold because it's a safer and less volatile investment. So therefore, hold both, but a bit more gold than silver. That's our view.
Good final words, Egon.
Yeah.
I thank you. And the physical metal, that needs power, that needs energy. You have to find the resources. That is totally different to cryptos that need nothing except of energy. That's all. What a difference. And we will see who will stand at the end. Thank you for today, Egon. I wish you all the best in Switzerland. See you again soon. Bye-bye.